Today we will discuss a numerical problem on Kirchhoff's voltage law. In my previous lecture, I have taught you Kirchhoff's voltage law, and I have in my previous lecture I told you that I will take one numerical example on Kirchhoff's voltage law, and this is the numerical example in which we have to find out. Suppose we have a battery of EMF 6 volt and having internal resistance of 2 ohm is connected in parallel with another battery of 5 volt. This is a given battery 6 volt having EMF 2 volt. It is connected with another battery of EMF 5 volt and having internal resistance 2 ohm. The combination is used to send a current through an external resistance of 8 ohm. The combination of these two batteries is sending the current through an external resistance of 8 ohm, and in this case we have to calculate the current through an external resistance. We have to calculate the value of I1 plus I2, means total current flowing through the external resistance 8 ohm. So this is the problem. Once again I will repeat the problem. You just look at the problem. A battery of EMF 6 volt, first battery, and having internal resistance 2 ohm is connected in parallel with another battery of EMF 5 volt and having internal resistance of 2 ohm. The combination is used to send current through an external resistance of 8 ohm, and we have to calculate the current through an external resistance, means we have to calculate the value of I1 plus I2 using Kirchhoff's voltage law. So this is the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram for that given problem. Now we will apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this circuit and calculate the value of I1 and I1 plus I2. First of all, apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop A, C, D, F and A. First of all, the loop is, given loop is A, C, D, then F and A. We are applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to this loop, A to C, C to D, D to F and F to A. Now, as we go from A to C, we observe that there is no component in this path. Now, as we are moving from C to D, we observe that the current, that is I1 plus I2, the current I1 plus I2 is flowing in the same sense of the loop. So that is why this current I1 plus I2 will be treated as negative. So, as we move from A to C, there is no component in this path, and as we move from C to D, there is a single resistance of 8 ohm and current I1 plus I2 is flowing through that resistance, which is having same direction as that of the loop. So the current having same direction, therefore we have taken the current as a minus or negative into 8. After that, as we move from D to F, in this path there is no any component. So as we move from F to A, we face two components. First component is resistance 2 ohm and another component is battery of EMF 6 volt. Now from this diagram, as we move from D to F and F to A, so while going from F to A, we observe that the current I1 is flowing in the same sense as that of the loop. Therefore, we have to take here minus 2 I1. Why? Because the I1 has the same direction as that of the direction of loop, pressing the loop. So that's why I have taken minus 2 I1. Now, as we move F to A, we are moving from negative terminal of the battery to positive terminal. So in this case, the EMF of this battery we have to take as a positive. Why? Because we are moving minus negative terminal to positive terminal of battery. Therefore, here I will take plus 6 and it is equals to 0. So here I have applied KVL to the first loop ACDFA. Now here it will be minus 8 I1 minus 8 I2. Here minus 2 I1 plus 6 is equals to 0. Just rearranging the terms, we will get the equation minus 10 I1 here minus 10 I1 minus 8 I2 plus 6 is equals to 0, or we can write this as here 10 I1 here 10I1 plus 8I2 is equals to 6. This is equation number. Before giving this equation number, we just divide on left hand side and right hand side of this equation by 2, and after dividing by 2 we will get equation 5I1 4I2 is equals to 3. So now we will give this as the equation 1. Okay, so this is the equation 1 that we have got after applying the KVL to the loop ACDFA. And here, this is the equation first that we got here. Now, in the second case, we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop B, C, D, E, and B. Now apply KVL to the loop B, C, D, E, B. Now, as we move from B to C, there is no any component, and after that, as we move from C to D, we have a current I1 plus I2 and a resistance of 8 ohm. The current is flowing in the same direction as that of the loop. Therefore, here we will take minus I1 minus in bracket of I1 plus I2 into 8. Here, as we move from D to E, there is no any single component. Now, from E to B, we have two components: a resistor of 2 ohm and a 5 volt battery. So here, as we check, the direction of I2 means current I2, and the loop tracing of loop is same. Therefore, it will be taken as minus 2I2. Here, as we come towards this EMF, we are moving from negative terminal of battery to the positive terminal of battery. Therefore, the EMF will be taken as positive, and it is equals to 0. Just rearrange the terms: minus 8I1 plus 8I2 minus 2I2 plus 5 is equals to 0. So here we after just here minus, because minus 8I1 minus 8I2 and 2I2 plus 5 is equals to 0. Here just adding these two terms, minus 8I1 minus 10I2 plus 5 is equals to 0. Now we can write this equation as 8I1 plus 10I2 is equals to 5. It will be equation number 2. So after applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law, we got the two equations. This is the first equation, and another equation is 8I1 plus 10I2 is equals to 5. It is equation number 2. Now just adding this equation, we will get the different values of we will get the values of current I1 and I2. Just I will rough this part to do calculation, or I have space here also. Now write equation first here, that is 5I1 plus 4I2 is equals to 3. Now multiply this equation 1 by 8. So it will become 40I1 32I2 is equals to 24. We have multiplied this equation by 8. After multiplying this equation 1 by 8, we will get this equation. Now take this second equation and multiply this second equation by 5. So we will get here 40I1 plus 50I2 is equals to 25. So these two equations we have got after multiplying equation first by 8 and equation second by 5. These two equations we have got. Now subtract equation second, this equation from equation. We will give this equation as equation third, and equation it is as equation number 4. Okay. Now subtract this equation from equation number third. So after subtracting, we will get this 40i1, 40i1 will get cancelled. Here we will get minus 18i2, that is equals to here minus 1. So I2 is equals to 1 by 18. So the first current that we got after calculation here, that is I2 is equals to 1 upon 18 ampere. So put this value of I2 in any one of the equation. We put this value of I2 in equation 1, and from that we can calculate the value of I1. So we can write here put I2 is equals to 1 upon 18 ampere in equation first. Okay. So after putting this value in equation first, so I will get 5i1 plus 4 into I2 means 1 upon 18 is equals to 3. So it will become 2 by 9. So the formula will become, so equation will become 5i1 plus 2 by 9 is equals to 3. So from this equation we will get here 5i1 is equals to 3 minus 2 by 9, that is equals to 5i1 is equals to here 25 by 9 after calculation, and I1 is equals to 25 by 45 means 1 by 5 by 9, 5 by 9 ampere. So the value of I1 that we have got here, I1 is equals to 5 by 9 ampere. So by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop A, C, D, F, A, we got these two different values. I2 is equals to, we got I2 is equals to 1 upon 18 ampere, and second value that we got here, that is I1 is equals to 5 by 9 ampere. So just adding these two values, we will get the total current, that is I1 plus I2 flowing through this external resistance. So for that I will erase this equation. This total current I1 plus I2, that is equals to I1 plus I2. I got I1 as a 5 by 9 and I2 is equals to 1 upon 18. So therefore that is equals to I1 plus I2 is equals to 10 by 18 plus 1 by 18 here. So total current I1 plus I2, that is equals to I is equals to here 11 by 18 ampere. So this is the value of, that is I is equals to, this is the value of I is equals to 11 by 18 ampere is the answer. It is the answer, means the total current flowing through 8 ohm resistance is 11 upon 18 ampere. So like this, by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, you can solve the given problem which has been asked to you for calculation of current, total current flowing, current sent by first battery, that is 6 ohm, or the current sent by second battery, that is equals to I2, or the total current flowing in the circuit means I1 plus I2. With the help of this cable, you can calculate these values. You can also calculate the potential drop across this 8 ohm resistance, 2 ohm resistance, internal resistance 2 ohm, and this first internal resistance 2 ohm. If you got very clear idea from this numerical, then you can solve any type of problem asked in examination. So with this problem, we will move towards our next